Hi, this is Fran with Crystal Clear Tarot with Francesca with another pick a card reading. Okay, the question I thought about today while I was shuffling these cards was, what does Spirit want me to know about my love life? So, what does Spirit want me to know about my love life? So, I'm going to show you the three decks. Deck number one has the Angel card of Strength. There we go, Strength. And it has the Angelite crystal, which is a bluish kind of crystal with a little bit of brown in there too. Okay, so if blue's your color, that might be the one you want with the word Strength. Pile number two, we have the word Education. Education. And we have another blue stone, the blue lace agate. Okay. And then pile number three has the word Birth. Birth. And it has the clear quartz stone on top of it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a minute to make your choice. We have pile one with Strength and the Angelite stone. We have pile two with Education and the blue lace stone. And pile three with the clear crystal quartz with the word Birth. Okay, I will be putting a timestamp on so you can just jump ahead to your own pile. And I'm going to start with pile number one. So I'm going to move 2 and 3 over to the side. Okay, welcome back. So this is for people who picked pile number one, which has the Angelite stone. And I'm just going to move this up a little bit. You had the word Strength. So I'm just going to put this up here. And let's see what you got. Your color card is Scarlet. Attract success. Attract success. We have the Oracle card Flexible. Flexible. And we have two tarot cards. One is from the Psychic Tarot, which is this one, and one is from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, which is this one. So, Rejoice in Celebration, 3 of Cups. And 12, which in this deck is called Observe. And this is the Hanged Man, usually. Okay. Well, I definitely think that Spirit is giving you a clear message that in order for your relationship to have strength, okay, number one thing is you need to be more flexible, okay? In order for the relationship that either the relationship you're in or the relationship you want to be in, one of the most important things is going to be how well you compromise. Okay? If this was a problem for you in past relationships, Spirit is saying that it can become a strength in this relationship coming up, or the one that you're in currently. You want to be sure that you are looking at things, and this kind of goes along with the Observe card. So you want to make sure in your current relationship or in your next relationship that you are looking at things from the other person's point of view as well as your own. Okay? The Hanged Man tells us that you need to think a little bit outside the box. So if you're someone who's looking for love, be flexible in what you think your type is, okay? Because you could be surprised by what's what kind of person you end up with, because this, like I said, is about thinking outside the box. So, don't discount someone just because they don't check all the boxes that you've had in the past with relationships. In fact, for some of us, sometimes looking for the opposite is the best thing. Okay, so those two cards seem to go together. Now let's look at this Scarlet card up here. So your color card is Scarlet. I don't know if it's just me, but as soon as I looked at it, not only did I see a rose, which is here in all the folds, but if you look closely, I see an eye on the inside of that rose. Can you see that? Okay. And it says attract success. So the best way to attract success in love is to love yourself. Okay? This is a basic message that I know you've heard before from me in particular. You need to make sure, before you worry about how someone else feels about you, you need to make sure that you feel that strong love for yourself. To me, Scarlet is a very romantic color, and it's not a color that's shy. So if you tend to be someone who kind of sits back and doesn't really, you're not assertive in what you want, this card is kind of telling you, don't be afraid to, maybe be the person to make the first move. Now, I'm not saying it has to be anything, like a pickup line or anything like that, but, don't be afraid to show who you really are, because who we really are in the inside is what attracts people to us, okay? So you want to make sure that, you want to make sure you're looking good. You want to make sure, your clothes, it fits you right, and your hairstyle is great. If you're a guy, maybe you think that, you got to dress a certain way to attract ladies, but this is really telling you the way to attract success is what's on the inside, what people can see by looking into your eyes. And that certainly has nothing to do with how you look on the outside. So if you want to attract success and you're looking for a relationship, just try to remember that, to let your authentic self through. Now, if you're in a relationship already, don't forget what attracted you to this person in the first place. Okay, sometimes you're in a relationship for a while and things kind of get stale. Take a moment to look into your partner's eyes and really, remember what gave you the shivers in the beginning, because this reading is definitely, I would say, especially with the Strength card, is saying that if you're in a relationship, it's a good one. I'll bring forward this card here, the Celebration card. The Three of Cups is all about not only celebrating with the person that you're with, but, with friends as well. Sometimes I've heard some readers interpret this as like there's a third party involved, but I don't interpret it that way in this reading, because everything else just seems so positive and nothing seems to point to any kind of deception. Okay? So, I see these two going together. Not only the color scheme just makes me think they go together, but also the fact that, you can rejoice in who you are. And if you're in a relationship, you can rejoice in the relationship you have. If you're not in a relationship, Spirit wants you to know that you really got to focus on what's on the inside and make sure you love yourself. And, think about that when you're looking for a new person as well. The outside trappings of a person doesn't make the success. It's that inner eye. It's that intuition. Your intuition telling you that this is a good guy, or this is a woman I should get to know better. Okay, And that can bring you to the rejoicing and celebration point. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I know it was a little quicker than my normal ones are, but I'm a little short on time tonight. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. And if you'd like to find out information on how to get a personal reading, check out my YouTube channel or my Facebook page. All right, on to pile number 2. All right, I'm just going to write down quickly the timestamp. I'm going to try to write it quickly. There we go. 10:30. Nope, 10:50. Okay, hi, pile number 2. Here is your reading. You picked the blue lace agate, and your angel card says education. Education. So let's see what we're going to be learning here. Okay. I'm going to start with your color card. Ooh, you have green. Revitalize your nervous system. I'm definitely going to look in the color book for that. I haven't drawn this card before. Revitalize your nervous system. Okay, from the oracle card, your message is time to go. Time to go. Okay. And you have 2 tarot cards. This is the Psychic Tarot, and this is the Psychic Tarot for the heart. So we're going to look at this one first, the Psychic Tarot, Universe. Beautiful. 21. This is a Major Arcana card. So the universe is definitely here present with us in this reading. And the last one, spread your wings. 2 of Wands. Spread your wings. Okay. Very first thing I'm going to do is look up this green, which comes from the secret language of color. And I'm just going to see what it says here. Green revitalizes your nervous system, your heart, your circulatory system, and liver. It lowers blood pressure, and it releases frustration and anger. Meditation and healing are enhanced by green, which also stimulates growth and is good for healing broken bones. Surround anyone who is unwell with green. Absorb green rays to revitalize your nervous system and heart. Okay, so I'm taking this to mean about nature. So obviously, green is the color of the heart chakra. So I'm thinking right now your heart isn't in a great place. Okay? You might have been hurt recently, or you're trying to decide what to do in your current relationship, or there's someone you're interested in who, isn't interested back. So the first bit of advice that the universe wants you to know is that you should be spending more time in nature, more time outside. It's a lot easier to do this now that, I think winter is gone. So, I definitely think this card wants you to soak in some sunshine. I think it's telling you need to breathe, you need to meditate, find time for yourself, to nurture yourself, okay? You can tell these leaves are very healthy, not only by the color, but by their shape. So you need to ask yourself, what kind of shape are you in? Are you as healthy as you can be? Do you feel more like a leaf in the fall than a leaf in the early spring? I think it's really important. I'm getting the message that you really need to take better physical care of yourself, that whatever's going on in your relationship is affecting your health. Okay, so the universe does want you to take care of yourself, and these bright greens. These are great colors when you're meditating. To, even if you just have a mantra that you say while you're meditating, like I love myself completely. And when your eyes are closed, think about green power being surrounding your heart center. The way I've heard it on different meditations is that, picture this green swirling tornado all around your heart. Okay, that's one way to bring more green into your heart space. But I really think that a lot of this is about being outdoors, being in nature as much as you can. So card 45 says time to go. So for some of you, this is going to be a direct message that it's time for you to leave a relationship. It could be that it's time to get back out there, because if your heart is damaged as far as emotions are concerned, maybe you've been kind of hiding away. And this card is, as you can see, the path that this woman is going on is not a sad path. We have stars all over this path. And for me, whenever I see stars from the universe, that's a symbol of hope. Okay? So the lesson that the universe is trying to teach you is that it's time to move on. Now, if you're not ready for that message yet, that's okay. Just remember that universe wants you to know that there is a path ahead for you. Okay, this is not the end of the road for you. So you can interpret that as this is not the complete end of your relationship. Maybe you just need to take a break right now. Okay, this is for people that are in a relationship. And even though it looks a little unclear of what the path is ahead of you, you have stars following you. You have hope surrounding you. Okay? So the universe doesn't want you to worry if you do make this decision to go. Okay? Because you are protected and you are surrounded by the universe. In fact, you are so far the only pile I've ever received in these kinds of readings who have gotten the universe card. Okay? So 21, the universe is reminding you that there's anything that's happening to you is actually happening for you. Okay? It might seem unfair, or it might seem that you don't know the reason why this is happening to you, as far as maybe why you aren't with a person that you really want to be with, or why, even though you love each other, and I do feel like there is love in this relationship, I don't feel like it's a negative relationship. I just feel like, I'm not sure why, but it's time for you to break away. Okay? And the universe is gonna follow you. Again, we have the stars. Okay? We have the stars of protection around you. And earlier I was talking about the green color. And if you look here, this is exactly what I mean for you to picture around your heart chakra. Okay, just picture this, but green. Okay, that will help rebuild it'll help clear out the any negativity around your heart chakra. Okay, this card sometimes to me also represents cycles. So even though you may be ending one cycle, you're going to be beginning another one. And this kind of goes right along with the next card, which is spread your wings. Here's that path again. But this time, look how clear it is. You can see that it is a positive path. You can see stars again. And spread your wings means to get ready, because success is coming your way. Okay, so if there's a little sadness right now because of that time to go card, feel it, feel the sadness, but know that better things are coming. Okay? I really feel like these three kind of are, let's see. We have the universe changing circumstances, so it's time for you to go and spread your wings. Okay, it's like it tells a whole story. So I hope that was helpful. I know that this card here sometimes is a little bummer when you get it, but again, try to hang on to what's positive about it. You've got great success coming to you as far as your love life goes. So don't be afraid to keep your heart open. That's another thing with the arms open. Keep yourself open. Okay? Let the universe bring maybe the same person back into your life later, after that person has learned whatever lessons they have to learn. Okay? That's the case for some people. For others, the universe really doesn't want you to shut down. Okay? You see, we have stars coming down here too. So you've got to be open to receiving the next relationship that comes into your life. And it could be with the same person, just a little later down the road. Okay? I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you'd like to see any other readings, I have lots of pick-a-card readings now on my YouTube channel. And if you'd like to make an appointment for a personal reading, you can check out my YouTube channel for more information. And I also have the Facebook page, Crystal Claire Tarot. Okay, thanks people who picked pile number 2. And we're going to go on to pile number 3. Okay, just going to write down the timestamp, 2212. Okay, here we go. People who picked pile number 3, hello. Crystal Clear Quartz was your stone. And you picked the pile that has the word birth. So something new is coming into your life, or maybe a new phase in your relationship. Let's see. Okay, Cherry. Live an extraordinary life. From the Oracle card, we have Between Worlds. It's a card of transformation. Between Worlds. And we have two tarot cards from John Holland's decks. We have the Psychic Tarot and the Psychic Tarot for the Heart. So the Psychic Tarot says, rest and rejuvenate. And your throat chakra, number 5. Throat chakra. I wasn't expecting that one. Okay. So for me, as soon as I saw birth, pregnancy jumped into mind, but the other cards don't seem to support that. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I do think that birth has to do with, there's going to be either a new phase in your relationship, if you're in a relationship, or someone new is coming towards you. Okay, I feel it's more the former. Like, I feel like people who picked this pile, you might already be in a relationship. Okay, so I'm thinking a new phase of your relationship is getting ready to start. Okay, or has recently started. So let's see what we get with the other cards. So we have Cherry, live an extraordinary life. Of course, this is a positive card, but I'm going to look in the book. It's number 9 in the Secret Language of Color cards. So Cherry raises your self-esteem. It brings sweetness, happiness, and wisdom into your life. It can open your heart and allow you to listen to your heart's desires. It's a deep, full color. It encourages you to live your life to the max, acting as a magnet that attracts incredible people, opportunities, and abundance into your life. Okay. I'm feeling strongly that this is your life right now, your romantic life at least. I feel like you have attracted this person, this abundance. I feel like you actually manifested this person into your life. Like you really, you did your work. You made sure that you loved yourself first, and you set your boundaries, and I'm feeling like you're in a good spot right now for those of you that are in relationships. Now, if you're not in a relationship, this is the key. This is your first step, okay? You need to make sure you do love yourself. Make sure you do all the things I just said. You do love yourself first. Make sure you have boundaries set up, and look for the good in people. You want to, you don't want to look with rose-colored glasses, for another color analogy there, but excuse me, you do want to focus on the positive in order to get more, more abundance into your life. Now, the Between Worlds card, to me, it means transition. You see how we're going from the black and white here to the color? Okay, so again, I'm getting a couple different messages. For people who are in a relationship, I feel like you have worked through some problems with your partner, and now you're ready to step into an even better relationship with this person. Okay? For people who are not with someone, you might see your world right now as being a more negative place. I don't see overwhelming sadness here. I just kind of see boredom, and I see like someone who's stuck on this side, okay? So your message is you want to give birth to a new phase in your life, and the way to do that is to move forward and let your true colors show. Okay, on this side, you can see it's only black and white. I mean, maybe gray in the background. But on the right side of the card, this bird is showing their true colors, which is like a beautiful peach salmon kind of color. Okay. We have water on both sides, so this definitely has to do with emotions. Okay. So if you're someone who's in a relationship, you have either already given birth to a new phase in your relationship, you've been through problems, and now you're ready to enjoy that abundance because basically you and your partner have worked something out, okay? Something that was bothering you in the past. You managed to get through it, okay? And as you can see, life is better. Life is better here. For those of you that are looking for a relationship, this card is urging you, again, to show your true colors and keep that positive attitude. You want to try to get out of this. This is like a stuck energy, okay? How do we get out of it? Well, we love ourselves. We list what we want. To manifest, you need to, ask for it. You need to believe that it's coming and let it go, okay? That's the transformation of the manifestation process, okay? You're kind of in the middle right now, so it's a little frustrating when you're in this part of the energy. But just keep doing what you're doing. Step forward, because you're going to see it's going to be a lot easier than you think it is. Okay. This could also represent a past relationship that you left, where things just weren't right. And this is telling me that, you're going to be moving on into a better space. Okay. Rest and rejuvenate. To me, this is always the meditation card because, as you see, we have our friend here meditating. And this is the Four of... I think this is Swords. Yeah, the Four of Swords, which normally I don't like swords, but Four of Swords you like, because what this is telling you is that you need to give time to yourself, okay? Meditate on bringing that abundance into your life, or keeping the abundance that you have now and manifesting more abundance in your life, okay? This guy's out in nature. A lot of people swear by meditating in nature. They say it kind of makes your meditation even stronger. And if you're trying to manifest something, it kind of brings it to you quicker. I don't do that, but a lot of people do, and they say it's wonderful. And with the idea of birth, you can see here, this is definitely like late winter, early spring, because you can just see some buds here. Okay, so all of this information up here that I was giving you, this seems to be also to give you a little clue. If you're waiting and waiting and waiting about when am I going to manifest this relationship, this could be giving you a clue that it's pretty soon, because it's supposed to be springtime and we're in spring right now. So make sure you're listening to your body. The last group of cards had that very strong message too. And make sure you're taking care of yourself. Especially if you do happen to be pregnant, like I said, the birth card, it could be pregnancy. This could be reminding you to take care not only of your physical body, but your emotional body and your spiritual body as well. Okay. And we got these blues down here. You got a lot of blue in your reading, which is a calming kind of color. And throat chakra, excuse me. Now, one of the things that might transform your relationship, or maybe it did already do this, is speaking your truth. The throat chakra has to do with saying it like it is and being your authentic self, okay? This also goes back to the cherry card. You need to be yourself. You need to show the beauty that you have on the inside. But the throat chakra is really about talking it out and proclaiming it. So for those of you that are in this middle area, if you're in a relationship and you're kind of, we're together, but I don't know how to get to this colorful place. You need to talk, okay? Your throat chakra needs to be clear, and you need to speak your truth, and you need to talk it out. Okay, like I said, this could have happened already, which is why this card might have come out. But you have to determine that yourself. And really interesting, I'm noticing you have 3, you have 4, and you have 5 here. So I'm not saying that's the order of things, but definitely if you're already in this great spot in your relationship, keep the communication open. I think communication is one of the most, if not the most important thing in a relationship, is to keep communicating. Even when things get dull or boring or rocky, communication is really important. So the universe wants you to remember that. And for those of you that are not in a relationship, don't be afraid to tell someone how you feel. Now, I'm not saying to tell someone you love them after, just knowing them a couple of weeks, but, don't be afraid when you do find that someone to express your feelings. Okay, I think that's all I have for you today. So this was a nice reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see any of my other readings on my YouTube channel, there's a couple of other pick a card readings you may not have seen yet. And there's information there on how to get a personal reading with me. And you can also check out my Facebook page, Crystal Clear Tarot. There's some information on there as well. Okay, I hope you all have a really great night. Take care. Bye-bye.